people, so today I'm going to be reviewing another horror movie. I've been asked to do some more horror movies, got a few friends that are into horrors. This movie has actually got two titles, confused me at first trying to find it on IMDb or trying to find it anywhere. In fact, I couldn't find a copy to purchase. I found this, it was recommended by my parents, my mum, big horror fan. She found this on the Horror Channel on Sky under two different names. The first name called Inhuman Resorces. The second name called Red Ink. That's Red, D-D-R-E-D-D, Ink. Well, I'm sure most of you can spell. It was just in case you guys wanted to check it out for yourself. It's a strange horror movie, and it starts by following the main character, Annabelle, as she turns up for a job interview. In this massive high-rise, she goes to the lift, presses a button. As the door opens, there is a decapitated body, and then there is a man standing there with an axe covered in blood and smiling. Then she wakes up. It seems like she's having these flashbacks of an incident that happened, and you see newspapers saying about the headhunter serial killer actually caught. A serial killer, Mr. Redman, who worked at the company. And the headhunter was going around and killing corrupt CEOs of lots of different companies. So he's been caught and he's been put in prison. Annabelle hasn't got a job. She turns to stripping on the internet for money because she can't seem to get anything. But she's always dreaming of doing something bigger, something better. There's more to life. One day she's sitting now on the internet about to do some chat, and she hears a familiar voice, and it's Thomas Redman, the headhunter. She gets captured. When she wakes up in a sort of old abandoned office, chained to a computer desk with 5 other people. So 6 of them have been captured by the headhunter, who's escaped from this mental hospital. Everyone thinks he's dead in a fire from the mental hospital, but he's escaped. All the 6 people in the room were all involved in his case of him being put away. Thomas Redman comes out and explains to them that he's innocent and that they've all been captured, and their job is to find out who the real headhunter is, who the serial killer actually is. They're given warnings. If they get 5 warnings, Thomas Redman will sack them, or pretty much kill them. It's quite a good twisted movie, lots of B-movie comedy elements from it, but I thought it was actually quite a decent storyline. It was a good idea, and there's not too much gore. It's not over the top gore. There's a little bit of gore, but a lot of horror movies these days seem to be going for over the top gore, real shock, intestines, and that. We don't need to see that. We like a bit of suspense. We like a bit of storyline. We like a movie to have plot. I have to admit, the acting wasn't fantastic in this movie. There was some good actors in it, some very bad actors. There's some cameo roles from Tom Savini, who was in other movies like From Dusk Till Dawn. You'd recognise him if you see him. But the main acting, the young lady who plays Annabelle, wasn't too bad, and the character that played Thomas Redman, again, the actor wasn't too bad. It's watchable. I actually quite enjoyed it. I had a bit of a laugh at the small little gags of it. There's homage to other horror movies put into this. It's a good, well thought out B-movie. You can see that not a lot of money has been spent on it. Most of the action takes place in 1 or 2 rooms, so they've saved money there. For the bigger stuff like the gore actually looks quite good. As I said, there's not a lot of it, but it looks good. The storyline wavers towards the end of it, and I thought it had a little bit of a predictable ending, but it was good, and I'd recommend any horror fan to see this movie. As I said, that's Red Ink or Inhuman Resources. I said I had a bit of trouble tracking it down on IMDb and Amazon. I couldn't find the copy, but it is on the Horror Channel on Sky at the moment, and it's well worth having a watch if you like horror movies. Personally, I would give this movie a 6 out of 10. I would give it a little bit higher, but there was some poor acts in it. But I think if you like horror movies, it will be a solid 8, even higher perhaps maybe. But in film review terms, I'm giving it a 6. Thank you very much.